So, this is the actual title of the article I will be responding to. I am not making it up. This article is titled, "Picnics are ridiculous. Don't expect me or my dog to have any respect for them." So, let's dive right in, shall we?
In the past few weeks, my poor dog, whose name is unimportant, has been screamed at, threatened, vilified, and monstered, just as she is every summer. Why? Because as soon as the weather promises to be nice, a significant number of idiots dust down their Tupperware and schlep a picnic to a public park.
So first of all, monstered is not a word. You mean demonized, but you already used the word vilified, which is a synonym for that. More importantly, your dog is not being vilified. Your dog is not the victim here. What I really want to know is why you call people idiots just for wanting to go on picnics. Aren't you doing something similar by going to the same locations where people go for picnics? Yes, you are. Except that you are bringing a dog to a public location where dogs obviously aren't welcome, and understandably so.
Why is it then that dogs who make a dash for the chicken drumsticks laid out within sniffing distance and on their own turf are accused of theft and bad behavior?
Are you seriously implying that to take someone else's food is not theft? Are you saying you think this is an example of good behavior? How would you feel if someone took your dog, which is something that belongs to you, just because it was there? How would you feel if someone else, or someone else's children, took your food? It doesn't matter if it's in your fridge or laid out on a beach towel. If it belongs to you, I'm fairly certain you wouldn't consider it a positive interaction if someone took it just because they saw it. Even if someone brings a monkey to the park and that monkey takes your sandwich, I'm fairly certain you wouldn't appreciate it. But here's a newsflash, genius. Dogs don't have their own turf. You are taking your dog to a public park, which is a space built for humans, by humans. The question everyone should be asking you is why the hell you can't just go to a dog park. But also, just because food is within sniffing distance of your stupid dog does not mean your dog has any right to mess with that food, to take things that belong to others, or to take this as a cue to intrude on the people unfortunate enough to be close to you and that nasty, intrusive critter you drag along with you every place you go. You are the one who brought your dog to a park. You and your dog are the problem. You decided to bring your dog to a regular park. But did you ever stop to think about whether other people came to this park to be around dogs? After all, it's not like they went to a dog park. No, that is where you should have gone instead. People don't go to regular parks to be around dogs. They go there for the outdoors. They go there for nature. And dogs are not a part of nature. They are about as natural as a designer purse used to carry around one of those tiny bark bags that look more like rats than canines, but who look like neither.
In what way can we possibly blame scavenging animals from taking food from the ground? And this is in a world where women who go out late at night or take a taxi when drunk, wear a short skirt, or indulge in flirtatious behavior are told that if they are raped, they have brought it on themselves.
So what are you suggesting? That people allow your dog to take the food they purchased and took along to a picnic? Do you actually expect them to give your dog a pass for doing something that, if you did yourself, would be recognized as theft? This wretched thing is basically an extension of you, since you bought the thing and dragged it to the public park. And aren't you dog nutters always going on about how dog owners should be responsible for what their dogs do? So if your dog is a thief, then you are a thief as well. Your dog being a food-obsessed mutant does not give it a right to other people's food. You are the one who chose to own the bloody thing, and it is on you to feed it. But also, you're not talking about scavenging animals. You're talking about a man-made abomination. An overactive, uninhibited, completely food-obsessed and intrusive pest you call a pet. It's not like this was animals native to the park that actually belong in nature. This is a goddamn dog which you chose to purchase and then lug around with you to any number of spaces where people go to have a good time. And here's another newsflash. Einstein, dogs are the last thing you want around if you are trying to have a good time. And what did you do? You brought a fucking dog. Shame on you.
On Monday mornings, I'm scared to let my poor Pooch off her lead because the park is usually littered with half-eaten rubbish left by lazy bastards who can't be bothered to preserve the public space for others to use.
Where do you get off talking about what others can't be bothered to preserve for others to use? Here you are, turning a regular park into a damned dog park. And you have the unmitigated gall to make a statement like this. You act like your dog isn't a walking fecal factory. What about your dog littering the park with its toxic waste? Or pestering everyone around and being an instant buzzkill with its mere presence? Your lack of perspective and self-awareness, just unbelievable.
Why would anyone want to eat outside without a table and chairs and proper cutlery when they could eat at home? The only type of outdoor eating I like is under a parasol, at a proper table that doesn't wobble, with a tablecloth, and within sight of either a waiter or my own fridge.
Because it's all about you, isn't it? You just told us that you are so self-absorbed and so narcissistic that literally all you are capable of thinking about is what you want. That is all you've been doing. After that, you spend several paragraphs ranting about how shitty you think picnics are. What's funny is that anyone could write a much more relatable article about how disgusting it is to own a dog and about how entitled and out of touch with reality dog nutters are, especially when they take their dogs to various public locations. As much as you criticize people for going on picnics, you are a filthy dog person who pretends there's nothing wrong with their pet of choice violating others. You asked the question, why would anyone enjoy eating outside and blah blah blah? But we could ask, why would anyone enjoy living with a dog? And why would they think it was a good idea to drag that dog with them everywhere they go, even when they know it imposes and intrudes on others in various ways?